Have you guys ever wondered what the best Diet Coke is for a fountain drink? I think McDonald's actually gets that award for the best fountain drink ever. Diet Coke. Something about the water, I think. All right, enough of that. So, no, McDonald's did not pay me for this ad. I just wanted to tell you guys I like McDonald's Diet Coke. All right, so, hey guys, today's video is gonna be a very interesting video. I will call it, I will not call it an Ask Daniel video because we actually had a conversation, but a client from Hong Kong, for those of you who do not know, Hong Kong is now part of China. It was a British colony and city, one of the big cities of Asia, financial centers, and they merged back with China. So this client had a really good question. We had a great conversation. In fact, I'll be talking to the guy on Skype tomorrow, but I wanted to, or actually tonight, for him it's tomorrow. But I wanted to share with you guys kind of some of the conversation and see if what kind of feedback you guys have. Okay, so the question that came up in summary of all this is, what is the difference between a collector and an investor? And if you're a high-end Magic the Gathering collector or investor, what should you look at to purchase? Excuse me. This really gives you some carbon dioxide here, burps. And the other thing is, the guy, before the guy even like him and I talked about this, I actually realized something in the conversation. And I explained to the guy that, hey, there's actually a middle ground of collector and investor. Because we started talking about this, like the guy said, hey, I like to collect, but I also, this is a very important part, I also don't like what I purchase to go to zero. Zero. Not up, but zero. And I stopped him right there. Because that right there, I literally just said, you are not a collector, you are an investor. And here's the reason why I believe, is that you're either a collector or an investor, or you're in the middle. But to be really honest with you, there is no middle. Because if you value your collection at any level, you're actually an investor. Now, so just a side note, side information. I am a collector of many things. I'm also an investor. I think a lot of people are confused who I am, what I do, and I'll share with you a little tidbit. I collect Transformers, graded Transformers. I collect Marvel Masterpiece cards, which I love. They're really great. I collect artwork from comics, original artworks, by the way. I have some sports cards. I started in the sports industry, so I have some of those of my childhood favorites. But, I also collect Magic stuff. I collect Magic artist proofs. I collect artwork in Magic. I collect artwork of Imaginary Realism, which is basically high-end fantasy art or a different genre of fantasy art. I mean, I collect a lot of different things. But the thing is, though, I also invest in all those industries too, except the sports cards, the Marvel comics, and the Transformers. Those three I collect. And I realized the difference. Here's the difference. The difference is that as a collector, let's talk strictly as a collector. Collector mindset is completist level. We collectors, speaking of my collector hat here, we collectors like to what? And tell me if you guys match up a little bit. You guys we're anal retentive in the sense that we OCD on the way we put all our stuff together. We like to make our collection straight and even. They have to be displayed correctly, stored properly. We're starting to lose sleep. We're searching online, eBay, whatever, to find missing cards. We want to make those sets. We go crazy the fact that the condition sucks. Sometimes, if you like condition, that is. I mean, it goes on and on and on. It's a mindset. There's also, by the way, levels of collectors, but I would say that for me, you know, when it comes to Transformers, when it comes to Marvel cards, I like to, you know, I have a specific area that I like to collect. And I think it's really important to talk about is that when you talk about collecting, you can't buy everything because you have unlimited cash. It's impossible to have unlimited money all the time. So you have to buy within your budget. You have to purchase things that make you feel good, kind of feeds the addiction, if you know what I'm talking about. The addiction, right? The addiction, you know what I'm about? The addiction. So what I'm saying here is you gotta have a balance. You gotta have a balance. Now let's talk about the investor. Investor hat here. Investor hat, what is an investor? Purely an investor. 100% investor. That means everything you purchase is for sale. Everything. You could buy this sign, you could buy this, sell you this. Hey, these are $1 at McDonald's. But I'll tell you what, I will sell you this for 5 cents, but you pay for the shipping. What do you think? This painting for sale. My shirt, this hat, $29.99 retail. I've been worn for a year. Tell you what, 15 bucks. What do you think? Shipped. That's the whole point, guys, is that investors, my whole point is that everything is for sale. I think it really is interesting that people that are say they're collectors are really just investors or resellers, whatever you want to call it, right? Because collectors hate resellers. Another video, another time, another topic. The collectors that hate resellers, but they're hypocritical because really they are resellers. Resellers. They sell on the side, like side cash. That's right, guys. The middle ground is what? Collector and investor. But the truth is they're the same because they're actually an investor. You can tell me, Daniel, hey, my particular case, Daniel, I have these awesome Alpha cards, or I have these Arabian Nights cards back in the day. I was a kid. And, you know, I like the condition of them. I like looking at them. It reminds me of my childhood. It feels me warm and fuzzy. I love it. I love it so much. I want to just scarf it all down, lick it. And then some guy goes, hey, I'll give you $4,000 for that Arabian Nights set. You'll be like, whoa, $4,000? Well, shit. I don't like it that much, I guess, but you know what? I want you to send me a picture of the set and make sure it got there safely, and I'm gonna cry to the bank. You freaking kidding me? That's my whole point, guys. Everybody is an investor. That's the truth. You wanna lie to yourself? Go lie. Every collector I deal with, every collector is an investor. Every investor I deal with is an investor. That's it. That's the end of the video. We are done. Today's conversation is over. We're going to GP Vegas. We're out. Because the thing is this. Everybody that has ever sold me a collection or purchased anything from me, I've always, whenever they tell me they're a collector, I already tell them in my back of my head, or sometimes I say it, sometimes I don't, you are an investor. Because you're looking for top dollar. You're looking for money. You're looking for money. You want something just like the guy from Hong Kong said. You don't want your purchase to come down to zero. Zero, right? So, back to the real juice of it all. The juice. My friend in Hong Kong, listen very carefully to this. The reality, what you're saying is you want to purchase some stuff that will go up, not go to zero. What you're really saying is you want to purchase things that will go up in value, but you also enjoy and appreciate. You have nostalgic appreciation. For example, if I told you that palladium, the precious metal, will go up 5,000% in 10 years, and I gave you an investment opportunity, what would you do? Would you buy it? No, because you don't know shit about it, let's say. You don't know anything about it, right? If I told you some crappy company called Facebook, IPO at 30 bucks, where the hell it went to, now it's at 150, would you have bought that? That's the whole point. The point is you only purchase things as a investor collector mentality if you know about it. The thing is, there is a middle in the sense that you have the heartfelt feeling for something. In this case, it's the Black Lotus. The gentleman likes Black Lotuses, thinking about purchase a 9.5 Alpha, Gem Mint Black Lotus, maybe a PSA 10, but probably a 9.5. Haven't talked to the guy. The whole point is the guy wants to have the Holy Grail, what he says, the Holy Grail, whatever that is, Holy Grail, like Holy Grail. If I drink this, I'm gonna be just wired. I'm gonna be like the guy from Limitless, Bradley Cooper. I'm gonna know all the cards to buy and sell. I'm gonna win all the Grand Prix. I'm gonna win the World Championship in Magic. Holy Grail, absolutely. So that's the whole thing, is Holy Grail of Magic. We wanna purchase what we love, what we appreciate of something. That's why I buy the Transformers. That's why I buy the freaking Marvel Masterpieces, because I can never afford them, because they're the rarest. I like to buy the 1996 Marvel Masterpieces. Look it up. It's like $1,000 for a set. $1,000 for those 1990 cards. It's insane. But they were very short printed. Read the history. Very rare. Please buy them all out so they'll go up more, right? Thank you, investors. But truthfully, honestly, dead serious. Dead serious, guys. If you really want to make money on something, you cannot hold it in your heart and be like, I gotta, I love this thing, I gotta have it, I gotta want it. Because your mindset, you will lose money. For those of you who are collectors, you have to understand that you're really actually an investor. Although you really want it, doesn't it frustrate you if the item goes down in value or you're making a bad choice? Some collectors love the things they have and they don't give a crap what they pay for. I understand that part. I get it, right? But most of us who are collectors in some way still want to get a good value. That's why my Transformer collection is not complete, because I don't want to overpay I don't want to pay 30 grand for a Megatron. I just don't want to pay for it. Maybe it was the highest grade in the world, but I don't know. Who knows? My whole point is you still want to research, you don't want to search the web, you still want to get a good value as a collector. The thing is though, if you are a true collector, there are guys like this, whales, whatever, people don't know what that means, whales, high rollers, people that have a lot of money, they just want to spend whatever it takes to get that item. Mickey Mantle rookie card, highest grade, Honus Wagner, X-Men #1, highest grade Batman. If I have millions in the bank, hundreds of millions, billions, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna buy some artwork. I don't really care because I want the best. I want the best thing. But those guys actually are investors. Also, they're putting their money away from their current investments into luxury speculation moves to market to higher level clients. Why do you think all the high-end cards and the high-end artwork is passed down to other high-end net worth clients? Because it was an investment. It's marketed as a collector item, but it's also an investment. And that's how it works in collectibles, is that we're collectors starting out, but we're actually investors. Hence, game, collect, invest. Game, collect, invest. In Magic, we start playing. We're innocent. We don't have any money. We're broke. You start collecting, make the sets, make your decks, start making play sets, whatever, trade. And then you invest. But the fact is, we do everything as an investment. Why would you want to buy Magic stuff if it's worth nothing to you? That's the whole point. Wouldn't you feel bad? Yes, you want to foil, foil Force of Will, Eternal Masters, let's say. But don't you want to get a good deal on the Force of Will? Most people nowadays shop the price. They want to get a good value. That means you're an investor. That's the whole point. So I know I have gone through many hoops about many different things in this video. It's a little weird, it's a little complicated. By the way, happy Friday, guys. But I want you guys to know that if you drink this Diet Coke, it's gonna help you invest. It's going to help you wisen up on the best deals possible. And by the way, there's no alcohol in here. I do not drink alcohol. So I'm just saying, okay? Look, by the way, gentlemen in Hong Kong, really appreciate the question. I look forward to talking to you tonight. But I just want to tell everybody out there, I want you guys to think about this. Are you really a collector? Because I don't think so. You're an investor. Because if I offered you a lot of money for your collection when you retire, right? You give to your kids, your family, or just want to cash out and buy a house, car, whatever, Lamborghini, whatever the hell you want to do with it, right? Wouldn't you take that money and basically say yes? Because if you're truly a collector, you would never sell it. There are some things, I will say this, caveat, that are sentimental, like I might have a portrait from an artist that was, of my family, that was drawn by my famous artist or something. That might be a personal item that was commissioned, and that is a collectible item, a family heirloom, right? But I'm going to tell you right out of the gate, do not, when anybody ever tells you that they are only a collector, just watch this video, say Daniel sent you, and say, you're not a collector, you're also an investor. Because if you really are a collector, why are we sitting at this table wanting to trade? Why are you offering me the cards? And why do you even care about the price? Well, why do you want top dollar for the price? If you don't really care, if you really don't care about, if you really don't want to sell, why are you even selling it? Why are you even negotiating? Because you're a collector. No, because you're an investor. God, I'm confused. All right, guys, if you're as confused as me, drink some Diet Coke. You have a great weekend. See you later.